Echoes of the Shang, a dynasty forged in bronze and bone. The dawn of the Shang Dynasty. In the cradle of the Yellow River Valley, where the silt-rich soil nurtured fields of millet and wheat, the Shang Dynasty emerged around 1600 BCE. Legend tells of Tong the Victorious, the dynasty's founder, who overthrew the tyrannical Xia rulers, claiming the mandate of heaven, the divine right to rule. Here, amidst earthen-walled cities and the clang of bronze workshops, the Shang forged a civilization where the spiritual and earthly realms intertwined. Ancestors were revered as guardians, their wisdom sought through rituals etched into bone. The Shang kings, both warriors and priests, built a society where art, agriculture, and the art of war flourished under the watchful eyes of gods and dragons. The Mandate of Kings. Power and Divination. The Shang kings ruled as living bridges between mortals and the divine. Each decision, war, harvest, or marriage, was guided by ancestral spirits. In dim-lit temples, royal oracles pressed red-hot rods into ox scapulae and turtle shells, interpreting the cracks as messages from the gods. Scribes meticulously recorded these divinations in Proto-Chinese script, the earliest known form of Chinese writing. The king's authority was absolute, but his power hinged on appeasing the heavens. Grand ceremonies filled ancestral halls, bronze Zun vessels brimmed with wine, jade discs symbolized cosmic order, and the rhythmic beat of drums echoed the heartbeat of the dynasty. Yet even kings trembled at omens, droughts, eclipses, or the birth of a two-headed calf, signs that the gods might withdraw their favor. Bronze brilliance. Artistry and warfare. Bronze was the lifeblood of the Shang, a metal of sacred and savage purpose. Craftsmen labored for months, crafting ding cauldrons and Jew goblets adorned with snarling, touty faces, symbols of protection and power. These vessels, filled with offerings of meat and wine, fed the ancestors in the afterlife. But bronze also fueled conquest. Shang armies, clad in leather armor and wielding axe-headed ji blades, marched in disciplined ranks. Chariots, revolutionary and terrifying, thundered across battlefields, their spoked wheels churning mud and blood. Yet for all their might, the Shang's true mastery lay in duality. A single bronze bell could summon gods to a feast or soldiers to war, its voice both beautiful and brutal. The shadow of sacrifice. Rituals and legacy. To ensure harmony between worlds, the Shang practiced rituals of breathtaking splendor and horror. Music from bone flutes and stone chimes filled the air as dancers twirled in feathered robes, their movements mimicking phoenixes in flight. But beneath the beauty lay darkness. Captives from conquered tribes, Qiang, Fang, and Tufang, were led to altars, their lives offered to quench the thirst of ancestors. Royal tombs, deep as the roots of mountains, housed kings alongside sacrifice servants, chariots, and even elephants, ensuring their majesty in death. Jade cicadas placed on tongues symbolized rebirth, cowrie shells, wealth for the afterlife. Yet, for all their grandeur, these tombs whispered a haunting truth. The Shang believed even gods demanded blood. Twilight of the Shang, Rebellion and Ruin. By the 11th century BCE, the Shang's divine mandate frayed. King Dixin, accused of decadence and cruelty, raised towers of wine and meat while droughts withered crops. The Zhou, a vassal tribe from the west, rallied dissenters under the banner of heaven's justice. At the Battle of Muya, Shang soldiers, hearts heavy with despair, turned their chariots against their king. Di Xin, draped in jade and silk, perished in his burning palace, a pyre for the old order. The Zhou declared a new era, but Shang bones refused silence. Centuries later, farmers tilling fields near Yinshu struck inscribed shells, unearthing voices from the past. Today, these relics whisper not of defeat, but of a dynasty that etched its soul into bronze, bone, and the bedrock of China's identity. The Shang did not vanish. They linger in the strokes of Chinese characters, in the ritual vessels of temple altars, in the stories of emperors who still sought heaven's favor. Their world, a tapestry of light and shadow, creation and destruction, reminds us that civilizations are not measured by their years, but by the echoes they leave behind. In the cracks of oracle bones, we find not answers, but questions. What do we sacrifice to endure? And what gods do we dare to trust?